The Marcelo Bielsa Mexico story, which we talked about on a previous podcast, has taken a strange turn.
Is it really that strange?
I feel like the U.S. and Mexico federations are engaging in this Messi Ronaldo-like duel to see which is more dysfunctional at this point. It sounds like, from reading these stories, what I can gather is there is a committee in place comprised of owners of different clubs to try to appoint a new Mexico national team coach. They wanted Bielsa. They offered the job to him. He was mulling it over. In the interim, that committee disbanded. A different committee was formed with owners of different clubs. And Bielsa accepted the offer, but now this new committee doesn't want him. So they're going to say thanks, but no thanks. They want instead either Guillermo Almada, who is this Uruguayan, currently the coach of Pachuca, just won the Apertura title, or Miguel Herrera, who's coached Mexico before. But, I mean, whatever you think of Bielsa and whether he would have been a good fit or not, this is just a very messy way to approach this.
Let me just put this to rest. All right, whatever dysfunction you may attach to the United States Soccer Federation, believe me, it is 10 times worse when it comes to the Mexican Federation and the in-bed nature and partnership nature that they have with the clubs and the presidents of the club. And, you know, they probably look at it as a fundamental type of association and relationship and symbiotic type of thing. That's probably how they would frame it. But it should surprise you, me, and nobody out there that leaders of Liga MX teams are ultimately making this decision. This is nothing new. This has been around for years and years and years. You know, that it's not Bielsa, that's interesting because this is a big name, and this is someone that I think would bring attention. It's also someone they know from his history with Mexican soccer. So I think it is a little bit strange, and I think the Mexican soccer community and fan base is ultimately, when this is all said and done, going to look and say, well, how did we end up with, you know, Almada or Herrera or whatever when we could have had Bielsa?
When having the owners of clubs decide creates such an obvious conflict of interest.
No, Mossy, how dare you?
Because the previous committee was headed by, I guess, the Pachuca owner, and he was trying to steer them away from Guillermo Almada because he's the Pachuca coach. He didn't want to lose him. And so now they're going to end up hiring him. But, I mean, it's such an odd way to go about it.